Let's touch on a subject that's really, I don't want to say popular, but it's in the mainstream news right now. It's in our consciousness right now because there's a agenda to manipulate us. And most people are, I don't want to say most, but a lot are falling into it. Many of you I already see from Facebook and other sources that are aware of what's really going on. Gun violence. There's horrible school shootings. Any school shooting is horrible. Any shooting is horrible. But the problem right now is they're distracting us using something horrible to shock us. So we say, oh, we got to get rid of the source, the gun. It's got to be the bad thing. It's not the gun. I'm telling you right now, it is not the gun. You're going to hear tons of people arguing about this. They're going to get mad, they get violent, and they yell at you because they don't want to accept the truth. They want an enemy. They want to fight an enemy instead of fighting themselves. The problem is ourselves. We have to hold ourselves accountable and do the inner work to see why people are using these weapons to harm people. And also, there's another wild card that most people don't want to hear about, is there are people with agendas that want to take our guns, just like all throughout history. Study history for a minute and you'll see, oh, well, as soon as this country takes the guns away, they have a revolution and the people are hurt and millions of people are killed. Because once the government gets the upper hand, they're going to manipulate and do what they can. So, and power attracts a certain type of mindset. So certain egotistical, controlling, I don't want to say evil, but unbalanced people, because we're not evil. There's just people who understand and don't understand. So the people who understand we are all one, the creator, we are part of the creator, the ocean, want everyone to work together. Then there's the people who forgot that or have been purposely misled, and they say, well, I'm going to make everybody else fight and separate them so I can control them and charge them this tax and that tax and control that food and have a ton for myself. Those two we need to find a way to wake these people up without these people giving up their ability to protect themselves, like guns and things like that. Now, I'm not saying everybody should have an AR-15 with a bump stock and be able to take out, huge magazines of ammo around. I'm not saying that's a bad thing right now in the situation we live in. Some people want to have guns and they shouldn't be allowed to have guns. The problem is the people that were raised wrong, their parents don't take care of them, or their family, whatever may happen, they're raised the wrong way and spun the wrong way. They literally get skewed a little bit. Their consciousness gets twisted, that they focus on the drop, and then that drop gets hurt, and then they want to hurt other drops. Instead of that happening, we should remind them that they are the ocean, they are the creator, we are all one, we're all on the same team, experiencing this beautiful symphony of reality together. We're here to thrive, to learn, to experience, to grow, to build beautiful things. And we have, and we will again. But this is just that period of time that we've been manipulated and brought down. That being said, all this gun violence, the arguments that you hear from people saying, oh, well, we don't need these guns, they don't need these guns. You talk to anyone in any country that's, a lot of their guns have been taken from them. They don't have power against their government. They can't speak up the right way. The government can take things and take rights from them the way they shouldn't be able to. And not even using that argument, the gun isn't going to shoot somebody. If you put a gun on the table, it's not going to shoot somebody. It's an inanimate object. It can't hurt somebody if somebody isn't behind it pulling the trigger or hitting a button or whatever it may be, whatever type of gun it is. So the whole problem is people don't want to do the inner work and take accountability for themselves, because that's the hardest thing you will do. The hardest thing you'll do in this life is to fix your inner work, your fix yourself with inner work. And I don't want to say fix, I mean reharmonize or restructure the drop so it can enter the ocean. That's the best way to put it right there. That's beautiful. That drop is being structured wrong to focus on itself. You are being structured wrong to focus on yourself and be greedy. I need this, I need this. I can't give them that because I need some for me. Or I can't build a longer table to feed the neighbors because I don't have enough for me. So that artificial scarcity has been put in our consciousness to make these issues happen, fight. And then people argue about gun violence. Oh, well, we gotta take all the guns away. Then people use sticks and stones or knives or bombs or whatever it may be. Regardless, if we're unbalanced inside, people like that will lash out and harm others because they don't feel good about themselves. So the only way to solve this is for us to take accountability, do the inner work, and heal ourselves, and then heal others. and it's the hardest thing you'll do. But once you do it, it fixes all these issues that we have. Literally, all these racial issues, religious issues, gun violence issues. All these issues will go away once we take accountability and realize who we truly are and remember who we truly are. Because that's the thing. We know everything. Every one of you know more than I do, and more than you are aware of right now. And I know more than I'm aware of right now. I don't remember it all yet. But we're all getting there. We're restructuring that drop to enter the ocean of knowledge and wisdom that is the Creator around us at all time. And it's a beautiful symphony that once we're aware of and remember, we resonate. And that's all there is to it. So this whole debate, you're going to hear people going on Facebook for hours and hours arguing, calling names, and being mean or saying you're heartless because these kids are hurt or whatever. It's not what people are doing, in my opinion. Some are, maybe. That's not what I'm doing. Absolutely not. It hurts. I didn't know anybody involved in this shooting, but I feel for every one of them, and I also feel for those who are being manipulated and lied to, thinking that the gun was the enemy. It wasn't the gun. I didn't even research who this kid really was. I'm hearing bits and pieces everywhere, but the truth is, if that kid was out of balance, which he was, he's going to hurt somebody regardless. If he had a gun or if he had a slingshot with a ball bearing, it could be anything. He's going to hurt somebody. So you can't just take things away from him, because eventually you just have to put him in a padded room and not let him do anything. And that's not the way to help anybody either, because we're all one. We're a team. So let's work together, do our inner work, get over all this nonsense that we're fighting about, and fix the problem. Not treat the cause. Not treat the symptom. Treat the cause, which is a huge issue with our medical industries nowadays. And that's a video for another day. So I'll talk to you later.